Hmm. I think that ought to hold me till dinner. Had a little fruit smoothie and an almond bar. Okay, where's my... There's the control. I don't even know how it got back here. Oh, whoops. There we go. I didn't realize it wasn't showing the correct one. Oh, don't tell me that it's gonna do the thing where it's... Okay, phew. I thought it was being obstinate and deciding not to actually display anything. Hate when it does that. Oh, crap. I think this is the profile. This is what happens when you have more than one save file. I'm just like, which profile? God, it got cold. Might actually have to use the fireplace. It's getting chilly. Despite global warming, it's actually getting colder still. Oh, I guess I don't have a file under this profile yet, really? Interesting. I might have to play through this game again someday then. Yeah, I know it's not the first profile because that's the one where the main character was a Cubone. I didn't realize that I didn't have a third one though. Oh well. I'd honestly consider playing Stardew Valley today, but I was like, do I really want to spend all day watering plants? Not really. Not right, not today. So we're not doing that. We almost did Animal Crossing again, but I was like, I've done that for like a week and a half. I feel like I should do something else. Literally anything else. Hmm. 6 sentence horror stories. Yeah. See, this is the correct one. Okay. I don't actually know what I said during the test that got me a Pikachu, but somehow that's the state of affairs. I was wondering why the one controller was acting weird. Okay, let's see. What did we actually select? 6, 8, 12. Only 3 there. Only 2 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could go to Sky Tower. I think we still have a rematch there too, but the amount of supplies we would have to reorganize. I don't know. We might not do that first. I think we should do it today, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do it first thing. We could also go to Desert Region, Wyvern Hill, Grand Sea, Far Off Sea. We could do Howling Forest or Stormy Sea, Solar Cave. Let's look at our supplies. 3 apples, big apple. That's what, 6 of them? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. Then 1. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 8 because there were 3 in the other pocket. 5 all. 2 one-shots and a full seal damage. Okay, so I think we're decently prepared to go to any of the dungeons we mentioned. Okay, so we do still have the rematch at Sky Tower on top of having 9 mission requests there. On the other hand, the Grand C one, which does still have a decent number of requests because there's 6 there, it's doing the sparkling thing that says that there's more money to be gotten in this dungeon on this particular day. I don't know how the program decides it. I assume it's some kind of randomized algorithm bullshit thing. Let's see. Yeah, nothing else is worth it right now. See, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I don't know if I said enough twos. I just said a few. And this 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should. So basically, Grand C or anything above. I think we'll do Grand C just because there's supposed to be more money there than usual. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. So obviously I can't read the usual, like, our paranormal or our ghost stories just because it would be too much to... is that a shop or a monster house? It would kind of be too much to focus on with all that you have to do in Mystery Dungeon. It's a monster house. Okay. So I was looking for, like, six word horror stories type thing. Hold on. That's what I was looking for. 66 6-word horror stories. Hmm. Didn't really expect to run into a monster house on the first floor. But yeah, let's look at some of these. Um... These are immediately vaguely concerning, if not just outright horrifying. Nice. Huh, I guess I didn't all die with the orb. Let's see. Okay, but that one inspires real fear in me. So, this is supposed to be a 6-word horror story. It says, quote, "Too many people, one fire exit." Yeah, that's completely horrifying. I don't like that. Too many people, one fire exit. No, I don't, yeah, no. I don't like that mental image. I don't like it. Because I feel like when people think horror story, they think, oh, it's gonna be something about a ghost. Or whatever, but that sentence is more horrifying for me. Like, just the thought of being stuck somewhere and the building's on fire and no one can get out. Horror movie and nightmare fuel. Like, seriously. Okay, some of these are all... Why did they have to pick, like, real life concerns? Like, this one says, "We couldn't save your left arm." And I don't think I need to explain why that one's horrifying. And since it's only a 6-word story, like, you're just left to imagine the details, and that kind of makes it worse. Cause, like, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like every once in a while you'll hear in the news how someone ended up contracting, like, necrotizing fasciitis, and they have to, like, sever an entire limb to save their life. That's immediately where my mind went when I read that 6-word story. Like something horrifying like that actually happens in real life, like, all the time. Not to tons and tons of people, but, like, to enough people that it's concerning to hear. Oh god, another one of these stories hits a little too close to home. The story is literally, the virus is already within you. That's the horror story. Because remember, each of these is only a 6-word story. That's horrifying. Like, think about the last 4 years. That's horrifying. That, and after seeing, oh god, what was it called? I think they literally called it Cabin Fever, didn't they? That horror movie? Which I think they also based that on necrotizing fasciitis. Because they have this, like, gruesome, like, flesh-eating... I don't know if it's meant to be bacteria or a virus for the movie. It also kind of makes you think of, like, every zombie movie ever. Like, the last thing you want to hear is the virus is already inside of you during a zombie apocalypse. So, yeah, that's actually quite horrifying as well. Oh, this one must be about cannibalism. Because remember, each story is 6 words. It says, and for the appetizer, your eyeballs. Which, I know, like, cannibalism is kind of just this, like, abstract thing that doesn't really affect people. But I listen to true crime podcasts, and I've heard about way too many cannibals for that to not be an extremely concerning horror story to hear. I love how Magic Cat comes in just as we're talking about cannibalism. Of course, the most sus part of this conversation, and she pops in and says, "Oi." Let's see. Last of the humans went extinct. I don't know if that's horrifying, because I feel like after all the shit we've collectively pulled as a species that we just... I don't think I would personally feel bad for us if we went extinct. Just saying. So I don't know if that's really that horrifying, or if I just felt an absurd sense of relief, like, oh, we can't continue screwing up the entire planet and surrounding planets and the fucking moon. Ooh, this next one is terrible. This one is, quote, overboard, hoping for dolphins, got sharks. To be fair, most sharks do not purposely go after human beings. Human beings are just not their first, second, third, or fourth choice as a meal. Like 99% of the time, and I'm making up a percentage here. This is not like a real percentage. I'm just saying, like, as a way of saying most of the time. The majority of the time, they mistake humans for, like, something else. Especially if someone's surfing, because, like, from underneath, you just look like a sea turtle or a seal when you're surfing, because they can't see that well. Um, and that's how people get screwed over, because the sharks don't know that they're not just big sea turtles or seals. Like, they don't know. So they take a bite out. You're obviously horribly maimed at this point, but they're just like, ew, that's disgusting, and move on. Like, they're not out to get you. That being said, I would not want to be in shark-infested waters. Especially since if most creatures are hungry enough, they will in fact eat anything that's nearby, like if they've been starving, so... Just because you're not the first or fourth choice doesn't mean you won't get eaten if you're the only meal something has seen in like a month. Just saying. So, still a horrifying concept for a story, I guess. What's the next one? Senile president presses wrong panic alarm. Oh, that's horrifying. What's the next one? That day the sun didn't rise. Found gingerbread house, fattened for supper. I assume that means that they were fattened for supper and not that they found a house and then fattened up the owner for supper. But, who knows, really? Cannibals boiled pot, Gerald felt hot. Okay, that one's messed up. I also didn't expect to see a cannibalism one so soon after we saw the other cannibalism one. Okay, that's just horrifying. The next one is spider laid eggs in their eyes. That's disgusting and horrifying. That's genuine nightmare fuel. That's the worst one on there for me personally, but that's because I don't like spiders. Then again, I don't think anyone is comfortable with the concept of something laying eggs in their eyes, so. Or anyone's eyes, really. Magic Cat, you said you were worried. Worried about me? Also, what do you mean is how dare I? How dare I what? I didn't even do anything. Please run, my dogs prefer hunting. Jesus Christ. Okay, that one makes me think about Ramsey fucking Bolton and him having his dogs chase people. Jesus. Let's see. What are the rest of these? Worms feasted from her insides out. Doll under the blankets. Babies vanished. Drifted asleep. Woke in a wooden box. He slowly peeled off her fingernails. Some of these are more horrifying than others. Jesus Christ, I have no idea why my voice is going in and out. Okay, see, I don't like that one. I don't fuck with that. This one, this one's actually horrifying. It says, I hear breathing under my bed. Fuck that. If I hear breathing under my bed, we're burning the house down. I'm kidding. No, if I heard breathing under my bed, I'm grabbing the machete. Fuck that. Somebody's getting chopped. You can't just be sneaking into somebody's house and not expect to get chopped. Just saying. You got paid. Like your Twitch got monetized, or you got someone gave you money like offline, IRL. Okay, see, that one's horrifying for like real life reasons too, because it says remain calm, the engines have stalled. Like, all I can think about is someone who's on a plane flying and like that comes on the intercom. Like, that's horrifying. That's worse than the cannibalism for me, because like while cannibalism happens a lot more than you would think, it's also not really that common. Also, it's fascinating how most countries don't have laws explicitly banning cannibalism. I mean, there's obvious like related laws that you would think would prevent cannibalism, like, not murdering people. But there aren't actually a lot of places that have laws specifically banning cannibalism itself. Which means like murder is banned, but if for instance someone wanted to donate their body to be eaten, weird, but it's happened before, then they could, and technically it's not illegal. Wild concept. Wild concept. Wait, what'd you say, Magic Cat? Oh, you're in a student program that pays for you. Okay. So it sounds like it's not the same as a scholarship, but they like, is it based on your academic merits or what? I think I went to college with a girl who had some kind of like academic program, and as long as she kept her grades at a certain point, they'd like basically pay for everything, but it wasn't the same as a scholarship. You got a new phone! Congratulations. Unfortunately, I don't really have a bunch of spooky stuff. I just googled like 6-word horror stories, so that's what I was reading earlier. Like I said, some of these are actually kind of horrifying because of the real life implications. Like the one about the engine stalling. Like I said, that just makes me think about like plane accidents. Do you know how many famous plane accidents there have been over the past decade? Let's see. Buried pet grieving outside their scratching. Okay, but am I the only one who immediately thought of those Pet Cemetery movies? Where you could like bury, well, really, you could bury anything or anyone there and it would come back to life, but it would come back to life without its like soul or personality. So that was the trade-off. Um, yeah, fucked, right? That's what it made me think of. Let's see. Is there another good one? Oh, each brittle bone broke before bedtime. That's also horrifying. Then this one just says, "Darling, my tea tastes of almonds," which of course implies someone's just been poisoned with cyanide. Uh, which has actually historically happened before. I mean, technically people have historically used a bunch of different shit to poison people, but wow. Also, why is our stomach so terrible? We've only gone 2 floors. This one says, "The toilet flushed. I'm home alone." Yeah, that's super horrifying. The thought of being home alone and then like you hear like a door opening or the shower running or the toilet or the fridge opening or anything, and you're home alone or you just live alone, point blank. Horrifying. The thought is horrifying. That is way worse than any ghost story. Man in the walls is watching. Okay, but that's also horrifying because there have been real life instances of people finding out that there's someone who's living in like their attic or their basement, or in one strange case in the back of her closet, and she had no idea. So that's horrifying as hell. Great. Love it. Hate it. Alright, let's go back to Magic Cat for a second. She said, "I want to lay down, but my cat has taken over the bed. I gave her all the space, and I have a tiny space." Aw, well, you can always move her. I know most people wouldn't, because there's this, like, unspoken rule where if, like, a small animal or a baby falls asleep on you, you're supposed to not move, but she's taking up the whole damn bed. Just move her. She's too small to take up this much space. Just move her already. It's fine. She looks cozy. I'm sure she is. But you know who also needs the bed to sleep? The person whose bed it actually is. Don't give me that look. I'm serious. 10, 12, 18, 20, 21, 26. So basically like all the far off floors. We have a Petraberry, so don't worry. We do only have one though, so we're gonna have to make sure no one else steps on it. Okay, they're fine then. Let's see. Emptying the syringe, he slumped down. Okay, but that one's not really as horrifying for me, but mostly because I'm not really sure what's supposed to be, like, horrifying about it. This one says, Mommy, Granddad's at the window again, which implies they're being either stalked by a creepy living grandpa or haunted by a dead one. And I guess either way, that's certainly horrifying in its own special way. Yeah, I don't particularly like that. Let's see. Not enough time to say goodbye. See, that one's vague. That one could just be like you didn't get to talk to someone before you went into your end of year testing. That's not necessarily horrifying. Okay, the next one's fucked up though. The next one is just so that's what chloroform smells like. Trails off. Fairly certain they just got kidnapped. That is indeed horrifying. You said you switched spots and she seems fine with it. Good. See? Told you it'd be fine. I'm not really sure why you picked an emote that looks so scared, but hmm. That one's kind of dumb. This one's haunting for a different reason. It says plane crash, sole survivor, satisfied smile. That implies that the sole survivor somehow caused the crash, which is in fact horrifying considering the historical precedents of people sabotaging certain modes of transportation. That is indeed horrifying. Especially since apparently they're smiling super creepily about it instead of just, well, I guess you can't really be normal about it because it's not really normal to do that to begin with. Tired body, bones, worms, earth, tulips. So were they buried alive? Is that the insinuation with that story? Because if so, that is actually horrifying. There's a shocking number of people who've been buried alive, especially victims of violent crimes. Sad, actually. And also terribly horrifying. Wasn't there also a historical precedent of people being buried alive? This one just says found a knife, ended a life. And the chuckle is because they made it rhyme. I can't believe they made it rhyme. They decided to make it aesthetically pleasing. That's messed up, y'all. Let's see. Said goodbye from behind a screen. That's not horrifying. That just sounds like you have online friends. Can you ask a question? Yes, go ahead. And what was your message before? The poor baby was too cozy for me to move her. No, she wasn't. You need room to lay down too. It's your bed. Okay, but see, this one just leaves me with more questions because it just says he slowly blinked, then everyone died. Like, what? Is he a basilisk? What is going on? Dear Diary, he's outside the door. That just sounds like that creepy ass, fucking, what is the song called? The one where the person is ringing the doorbell and talking about how they can, like, see them through the window and that you're bad at hiding. That one. It just makes me think of that song. The Undertaker paused when he heard tapping. So, either someone was buried alive or they're a member of the undead. Please, just remember we've shared blood. What is that one about two angsty vampires? Found Rachel living in my navel. What? I feel like that one needs so much context. Is Rachel a tiny person like the borrowers? Does anyone remember the borrowers? Like what? How is she living in your navel? Okay, that one's just sad. It says heard her diagnosis, legs gave way. That just sounds like she's terminally ill and then collapsed hearing it. That's not a horror story. That's just sad because do you know how many people actually have to go through that? Like, dude. I think we read all the ones in this section. Oh, except for the dumb one. There was one on here that was just really dumb. I didn't care for it. Hmm. Okay, that's horrifying. Stared down where legs used to be. Because the image of someone just losing their legs is in fact horrifying. I knew a woman that actually she lost her foot in a similar way. Like she looked down and just her foot was gone. She didn't have a foot. It was really stupid because it got cut off with a fucking dog leash. Like for some reason she had her dog's leash like on the floor and she was getting in the car and I guess it had wrapped around her ankle and she didn't like realize it or didn't think it was a big deal or both and didn't see slash realize that part of the leash was left hanging outside the car door. So apparently she started driving and it snagged on something and it like somehow cut her foot off. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, she lost her foot. Okay, Magic Hat said if you overthink about something, then dream about it. And whatever you fear of hearing, you hear it, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. Is it your brain fucking with you? I guess? I mean, aren't you talking about an anxiety dream? Okay, I don't like this one. Wait, was that Scarecrow there yesterday? That makes me think of Jeepers Creepers. Palm reader refused to release your hand. Um, well, that's a harassment charge. At midnight, Pumpkin turned into Prince. Why is that a horror story? That sounds like a fairy tale. Is there supposed to be something inherently horrifying about pumpkins? Because I don't know it. I don't know what's supposed to be horrifying about pumpkins. It's a little confusing for me. Well, a lot confusing. This one just says, quote, your death will save many lives. Like, what? I feel like that story needs so much more context. I kind of hate that they're this short, because it's just like, well, what the hell is that about? The clown sleeps in Granny's bed sheets? That's just confusing. And or implies that your granny has some, interesting partners. Or an interesting hobby she didn't tell anyone about. Or both? I don't really know. Before the crash, she felt alive. Is this implying that she's dead and doesn't know she's dead? Like the Sixth Sense film? Spoiler alert. Didn't that come out in the 80s or 90s? I feel like if you don't know the plot by now, then... Anyway. What's this? Death certificate? My name? Okay, that would be horrifying to find. But does it mean they're dead or that they were presumed dead? Because, I mean, I guess they're both horrifying, but in different ways. Let's see. Sorry about that. This one says, mother screamed, then the midwife screamed. Why? Is there some kind of weird Rosemary's Baby bullshit going on? Why is everyone so horrified about Because midwife, that implies that a baby was just born. Why is everyone horrified? What's wrong with them that everyone is screaming? Her porcelain skin shattered in pieces. What is she, a possessed doll? Looks at the Annabeth movie? I don't even remember what her name was. Like, are they fist fighting a possessed doll? What is going on here? The severed head was his wife's. Really, y'all? Well, at least it wasn't another cannibalism one. I hope. This one just says, so, accidentally scared someone to death. Rip. Finished bucket list, then cleaned my night. What the hell? What sick shit is on your bucket list? Maybe they didn't do anything with it. Maybe it's new and they were literally just cleaning it to, like, you know, make it shine. I don't know. Pet cemetery. Fido's covered in mud. That's horrifying because if you watch the actual Pet Cemetery movie, nothing good actually comes from reviving who or what you bury in that place. You know, since it comes back with no soul or personality. Or conscience. All three, really. Also, yes, I think it's an anxiety dream. This says, show true love, share your blood. I'm not really sure why that's a horror story. It just sounds like they're dating a vampire. Which I suppose could turn into a horror story if it's, less Twilight, more original Dracula, but anyway. Finally heard the chainsaws cutting flesh. What? I guess that one's horrifying because it sounds like something from a slasher movie. Don't blink, that's when they feast. What is this about the fucking weeping angels? Tried running, but ankle tendon severed. Yeah, that's horrifying. One kiss, I turned to stone. That's both horrifying and confusing? Snake-haired, fang-toothed Medusa slithered towards them. Okay, but that's not horror movie material to me. Or horror story in general. So what are the specifics of her power again? Is it anyone that she lays eyes on, or anyone that looks her in the eye, or anyone that looks in her direction at all? Like, how does this work? Like, for instance, if a blind chick stumbles into the room, cavern, whatever, that she's staying in, are they, like, safe? Like, are they immune? This is what I'm saying. Like, I need to know the specifics of how her power works. Like, is it just when you look at her? Is it when she looks at you? Do your eyes have to meet? Like, what are the specific requirements? I'm so curious. But, like, not enough to actually risk dying if she were, you know, real. It's like, I want to know, but not that badly. You know, trying to get visited by a spirit that can turn people into stone. Immortal, she watches her great-grandchildren die. Oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. Piece by piece, each finger salami sliced. Is this another cannibalism one? Husband's body's cold, return to oven. Oh, another cannibalism one. These people really leaned into the cannibalism theme for their horror stories. Cinderella swapped glass slippers for shotgun. Oh, okay, that's a lot. tucked kids into bed, then ran. That one just sounds like someone who went to get the milk and never went back. Day of the Dead became decade. Oh, that implies like a zombie apocalypse, right? I do not exist, she whispered. But clearly you do, or you wouldn't be able to whisper that you don't exist. Haha! Doubting your existence has in fact proved that you exist. Who knew? That's actually hilarious because it is funny though. Because if you didn't actually exist, you wouldn't be able to doubt your existence, therefore you must exist. Actually, whether you doubt your own existence or accept your own existence, it proves that you exist because someone who didn't exist wouldn't be able to think about it. Anyway, enough basic bitch philosophy, let's move on. Astronauts eat popcorn as Earth's obliterated. That's definitely horrifying. This is really annoying. Let me just move this. Okay. Scales started spreading across her skin. What, is she turning into a snake or something? Is that where that's going? Turning the tap, the gas flowed. Yeah, that's not really horrifying. That's just... like, that happens every time I use the stove. That's not horrifying. You turn the thingy, and gas is emitted. So that was roughly between 75 and 80 six-word horror stories. Let's see if we can find more. This one says there's supposed to be 17 more. Go back to bed, mom's fine. Fell asleep, awoke in a coffin. I still remember your first death. Bitch, your first one? What? You're wrong, it wasn't a dream. Yep, that could definitely be horrifying. I don't like that one. It's from a little kid's point of view and it says, Daddy, why isn't your reflection moving? That implies that he has some sort of evil reflection or like mirror monster situation going on and the kid noticed. Isn't there an entire horror movie about mirrors? I swear there is. I swear, I remember going to the theater with my cousins. I swear that it exists. It's a real thing. I remember going to the movies with my cousins and we watched this admittedly pretty shitty movie about like mirrors, some kind of horror movie about mirrors. God, I can't even remember how old I was. And no, this isn't the horror movie about mirrors where the brother and sister move into the house with the like creepy curse slash possessed mirror. I'm talking about there was this like this other movie, I swear. I'm gonna have to do some research because it's bugging me now. But I remember us watching it. Like I remember going to see it. I just can't remember what it was called. Hold on. Is it her ice beam that... yeah, I figured. Okay, let's see. Good night, he could. Knife dripping scarlet. Yeah, okay, that's definitely horrifying. The darkness never brightens but stays. That just sounds like some kind of weird philosophical statement. Sit down, we need to talk. That's not a horror movie sentence. Unless, of course, it's someone you know covered in blood. 9 says, I warmed up grandma for you. What? Does that imply more cannibalism? Hungrily eating her child, she wept. Oh, look, yet more cannibalism. Shoes swallow, feed, and digest them. Well, that implies that your shoes are actually living organisms that, you know, start digesting your feet. Which, again, I guess it is technically horrifying. I thought everyone could hear them. Oh, that implies either someone being haunted or someone having hallucinations, and I don't know which one is worse, personally, for their situation. This one says, I'm alone. Who opened the door? uh, I don't know, pal, but maybe you should get out of the house? Just a thought. 14 says swimming deeper to reach the surface. That one says, I'm still awake. Please notice, doctor. Holy crap. Keep screaming. We're already inside you. What? That sounds like some kind of weird alien movie, like I don't know how many, like, pod people movies and or infectious alien parasite movies there are, but that's all it made me think of. Not a fan, personally. Not a fan. I love how the last one is about real life. It says 2021. It's just 2020 part 2. I mean, they're not wrong. This is That's way old though. Oh yay. We actually have an invitation, so we can go in. Yay. I'm literally doing this so she can eat this. Nice. Hmm. Trying to decide if we should use them or... I don't know. I feel like we should try to use these first. Wait, when did we get a calcium? Wait, what's... Special attack. Okay. I'm trying to make room for stuff in my bag. I know it's not the most exciting shit ever, but, well, kind of have to do it. I think we actually made room for everything but the 3 treasure boxes. So, with that being said, let's see if we can make room for something else. I think we just need to take out one more thing. Because I don't want to just leave anything behind or throw anything out if something's going to be useful, so... Should be enough for everything. Heck yeah. Oh. There we go. I mean, we can honestly just kick out the Pokemon that joined us from this dungeon. So, oh, yeah, but now we have to find someone else to kick out. I mean, I'd prefer if they all got to stay, but god damn it. I don't have a choice. Also, they all have rare qualities. That's literally all that's on this floor. Cool. Okay. I don't actually remember where our next mission was. Was it like floor 17? Cause that's not a Pokemon from a mission. That's one of the ones where if you feed them, they'll join you. Which we don't even have room, so I mean, I guess we could kick out the other Corsola. I guess. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. What are we looking for? Right. Wrong screen. So our next one is on 18, then 20, 21, and 26. Come on. Yep. Nice. Oh, we only have a perfect apple, so we can't revive it anyway. What the hell? Huh. Here's a Reddit thread that just says, tell me a story, scary story in 6 words. And it's posted under the R writing prompts subreddit. Let's see, there's 398 comments. Wonder if any of them are actually good. What'd you say? No space for snacks? Back, feeling too full. Oh! No space in your stomach. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think there's anything else on this floor, so might as well just leave. Hmm. Okay, one of them says, such beautiful eyes, I kept them. This one just says, every second time is killing you. Oh, that's horrifying. Fresh meat for sale, uninfected child. What? That implies that only children are zombies and that people are eating non-zombie kids? I don't know, man. Whatever they're envisioning, that's fucked up. For sale, baby shoes never worn. That just sounds creepy for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with selling baby shoes. It just seems, I don't know. There's something creepy about it. I don't really want to revive them, but they're the client, so I don't have a choice. What is it with people in mirror stuff? This one says, I just saw my reflection blink. And then someone added onto it and said, I screamed. My reflection watched, smiling. Then someone else continued the story and said, it then started walking towards me. And someone finished with, it pulled me into the mirror. Y'all really went full in with that, huh? Let's see. Ooh, there's actually a subreddit for this. r/short scary stories. I love how one of the people said, and then a skeleton popped out as if that's supposed to be intimidating. It's just a skeleton. I suppose it does still have teeth on its side. My teddy bear has grown teeth. Ah, yeah, that's a little concerning. They're gone. It's all your fault. The screams stopped one by one. Huh. Apparently there's a subreddit just for 6-word stories. It's called r/6-word stories versus the short scary stories. I assume not all of the 6-word ones are scary, and not all of the short scary stories are only 6 words, but they're still short. I would assume, but, you know. Oh, that's horrifying. Your miscarriage has regained a heartbeat. Then this one just says, my dead wife never stops crying. Some of these are actually very concerning. The faceless men wait patiently outside. It knows you can see it. Okay, that one's definitely horrifying. But it doesn't tell you what it is or how bad it is that it knows that you can see it. Or the fact that you can see it at all. Hmm. The door opened. No one was there. I love how this says, there's no cheese on this cheeseburger. I guess that is horrifying, but in a different way. What have I been doing? Um, trying to get sure. Wow, I can't talk. Trying to make sure I get more sunlight than I had been getting the past few weeks. Like, I made sure I had time outside. Because I had a really, like, shit couple of days. And it's not like anything bad happened, but I just, for some reason, was having such horrible insomnia and couldn't sleep. Which is why I said shit couple of days. Like, because it was just. Oh my god. For some reason, I couldn't sleep for more than 2 hours at a time. It was horrible. And I was getting like 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 hours a night for like a whole week. And I was just so exhausted. Because obviously, even if you're not doing any particularly strenuous activity, not getting the appropriate amount of sleep multiple days in a row will make you feel like shit no matter what else you are or are not doing. Like, even if you just couch potatoed all day, you'd still feel like shit, right? Because you're not sleeping. Anyway, I don't couch potato all day, which means I felt even worse because it's not like my body was resting at all. It was horrible because I would just lay there and not be able to fall asleep. And then when I finally fell asleep after laying there for like 2 or 3 hours, I would only be able to sleep for 2 hours. And then I would have to lay there and try to fall asleep again to see if I could get 2 more hours of sleep. It was honestly just shit, you know? Like, I was not happy. You said ah. Meanwhile, I feared the outside, and then you send a face. I mean, it's not like I like went somewhere. Like, it's not like I was like, I don't know, going to the mountains or the movies or something. Like, I literally just walked around where I live. That was it. It wasn't that exciting. I swear to God, we're playing musical qualities. It's like a musical chairs, but instead of chairs, it's rare qualities. Like, I feel like we're just switching between which ones are on our team. Because for some reason, every Pokemon we encountered so far has had a rare quality. And we're at max on our team, so I had to like pick and choose who I wanted to take with me. It was actually more stressful than you'd think. Like, it's so dumb. It shouldn't be stressful, but it was. You said, girl, tell me about it. At this point, you said at this point you were joking about needing sleeping pills. So you haven't been sleeping. Oh, right. Your anxiety has been keeping you up. What do you. I, I don't know how to take that. Can I have context? You said you've been thinking a lot about death. In in what way? I don't know if I should be concerned or not. Someone said I'm not enjoying this thread anymore. Things are getting too real. Ordered number 2, got number 4. I love how some of these aren't even like horror stories, horror stories. It's literally just about food, about your food being fucked up. Cause this person posted, "We're sorry. Um, we have no bacon." Ah, why are so many of these about food? Like, I want to say we love to see it, but do we? Do we really love to see it? Oh, excuse me. All around us, they're waiting. Someone's knocking on the closet door. We're sorry, the maggots have spread. Feel them crawling beneath your skin. Jesus Christ. And that was just gross. It's also about cannibalism, but way worse. I love how one of the quote unquote horror stories they shared was, I used all the toilet paper. I guess that is terrible for the next person to come along. I'm no longer in control, one says. Oh wow, that one actually is horrifying. This one says the spider crawled into his, well, that word's technically redacted. I don't know what I can say. Schlong? Ding dong? Dingaling? I smiled, but my reflection didn't. I swear I closed that door. 20 years passed when I awoke. All I heard was it breathing. Anesthesia wore off during the operation. Well, some of these are delivering and some of these are not. There's reason the universe is empty. That implies some massive intergalactic war that we had no idea about and didn't participate in. It just kind of implies that all the aliens are dead. Well then, that's pretty dark. It wasn't supposed to wake up. Finished reading? He's in your house. The only survivor heard horrible laughter. The twisting strands slowly engulfed him. Has this door always been here? Let's see. The stitches didn't hold. You're spilling. Don't think about it or else. Not all the shadows were familiar. When you die, it devours you. Power's out, better head upstairs. Why does that sound like it's from the point of view of someone who's been living in your basement? It always starts with a tear. He smiled through his rigor mortis. Your nightmares are more than figments. Immortality gets old with no one around. You'll never forget how brain tastes. Some of these are so random. But she never could wake up. Yeah, some of these are definitely more horrifying than others. Oh, excuse me. Oh, why? Oh, wait a minute. We do have a thing. Nice. What's inside me wants out. The door is barred. It's here. Pull the trigger or I will. Footsteps downstairs. It was inside now. It's over, the test said positive. The clock stopped. The screaming started. The demon inside me finally won. The puppets shifted, seamlessly creeping, alone. The child lived, died, then returned. Found a pulse, but no head. Oh, you're not gonna have a pulse for long, are you? I exhumed my children to eat. That's definitely horrifying. The red eyes moved slowly closer. Then, finally, her daughter's screams ceased. I watched as it watched me. My dead sister standing right there. Don't look, it might get angry. Wake up, we're not alone. Jackals. Everyone you love forgot you existed. Alone, darkness closed in upon him. It's like some of these people really did not pull any punches, did they? They did not. They were not fucking around. Oh, right, it's that one. Where are the damn stairs? You said, Magic Cat said, I have, I guess, a phobia of death, if that's a thing. Which is a normal thing, but I guess some people think about it too much, like me. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. Or that must be hard for you. Because it must be, right? It has to be hard for you. We don't have room. You said the anxiety's back. Oh no. Hmm. 11 missed calls from Mom. As I lie awake, it feasts. Don't cry, I'll be quick. I didn't know I was alone. And then I saw pure blackness. The window. You forgot the window. He tripped into the lava? Okay, that one's a little too absurd to be horrifying because it just sounds so ridiculous that it's funny. It's like, how would someone trip into lava? Feels like some kind of natural selection at play at that point. His reflection dwells in your eye. What? All I see is your blood. Death hates you. I'm death. You forgot the goddamn pickles. Just accept it, you delicious morsel. That one sounds super fucking creepy. We're going to freeze out here. God, that just makes me think about that party of people where was it a plane crash or were they going through via like carriages and they got like stuck in the mountains and ended up having to eat each other to survive. Sorry, we need to reduce expenses. That implies they're just killing them. The aneurysm came out of nowhere. Yeah, that's definitely horrifying, but for a completely different reason than assumed, probably. There's something wrong with this one. Be quiet, he's right behind you. It'll all be over shortly. We're surrounded. We're out of ammo. That one gives like zombie apocalypse vibes, I guess. Heard whispers whole life. They stopped. Tonight she hovers above me, watching. Are those my legs over there? Honestly, some of these are pretty creative. And some of them are more funny than horrifying, because one of them was literally the cheeseburger had no cheese. Or I guess that's a different type of a horror than what people expect when they click on horror story. It's more horrible than horrifying when you get your food and it's not right. I'm just gonna use the revival because I assume they're all going to die and or keep dying. Short, scary stories, bite-sized horror. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the orb. Can I, like, move or do anything? Well, before I can even think about using that orb, I need to use... I kind of have to revive myself since I'm the team leader. I don't have a choice. There we go. Um, oops. That one was money. I wonder if the other two will be money. I was kind of hoping one might be food. At least I can finally get rid of them now. Come on, get beside each other. Wow. Does he not want to be reunited with his friend? This is so frustrating. There we go. I think there's one more request. Magic Cat coming on saying you need a Dobby pillow. We're going up for this single item. I don't know, some of these don't really seem... there's something else too? Didn't even notice. Honestly, they're kind of bad. Sorry, I was looking through the short, scary stories thing, and I'm just like, these are kind of bad. Not to be judgmental, but I don't see any I really like. Yeah, kind of snoozeville. Oof. Oh, for fuck. Oh, good. Okay. I think we have a last one on 26. You said, is there a way to shut your brain up? I mean, yes. I don't know that I have a way to share with you that's actually feasible for you. Because, like, you've already made it clear you're not interested in getting high. You're a practicing Muslim who observes halal, so I can't tell you to just drink. Also, it's dangerous because some people drink too much and end up becoming alcoholics. And I can't just tell you to do a bunch of exercise because I don't actually know what exercises you're capable of doing with your wheelchair. So, I don't know what to tell you. I also don't know that regular meditation would work for you. Because you said the whole problem to begin with is that you, like, can't slow your thoughts down and can't shut your brain off. So, a practice that you said you would be too wasted. Yeah, alcohol's not for everyone. Especially as I would never want someone who maybe has some kind of addictive tendencies because of like genetics or their environment. I wouldn't want them to drink and then end up becoming an alcoholic. You know? So I can't really just. I suppose you could try reading more? I mean, a lot of people who actually enjoy reading find it fairly relaxing. And if your anxiety is like at all stress induced, then perhaps you would feel less anxious if you were feeling less stressed overall. Hence, suggesting reading. But things that are also really good for when you're feeling super stressed, need to calm down. Exercising, getting high, getting more sleep. There are specific herbal teas that can help calm and soothe people. You could always get one of those lavender pillows because that's supposed to help calm and soothe people. Um, Passionate hugging, as long as it's, age appropriate for the person that the suggestion is being made to. And you're like 20 or 21, so it's fine. Um, some people, oddly enough, find braiding someone's hair. Wow, my voice just gave out. Some people find braiding someone's hair or having their hair braided or messed with super relaxing. Um, Coloring. I don't want to say eating because I feel like that's a slippery slope and someone could end up like binge eating as a form of comfort and then just fucking wreck their health. So I can't just wholesale recommend just eating. I suppose having like, I don't know, because some people don't eat chocolate at all, but having like dark chocolate, because that's the healthiest chocolate for you, having some dark chocolate, like a little bit of dark chocolate every day, or having 1 bar a week or something, because, I'm a sweet tooth, so I've definitely had more than 1 bar a week recently because of spooky season, but I feel like saying 1 bar a week would, like, fly for most people's health, you know? I feel like it's not a miss. Cuddling helps too. Ooh, and petting cats and dogs. That actually, there are studies that have shown there's a marked reduction in stress when someone pets cats or dogs. You said you need a doctor to give you something to deal with it. Yep, that's another thing. There are medicines for anxiety. They're not for everyone. But for the people who do find them helpful, they really work. So yeah, if they actually prescribe anxiety meds in your country, go for it. Because I know different countries have different medications, different access to different medications, and it's not the same across the board. Like, I'm aware of that. But yeah, if they have it, go for it. And then your doctor will decide which one works the best for you. Because, not all medicines are made for everyone, and sometimes you have to kind of work with it until you find one that fits you best. Normally, I would feed Psyduck, but we don't have any room on our team for another person, actually. Oh, wait a minute. We sent Krabby home. We have room for one more person. Oh, I didn't mean to give it the big apple. I thought we had a tiny apple. Oh well. Oh, there are still too many? But Krabby went home. How are there still too many? Also, when did Kabuto get here again? Nowhere quality? Oh, bye Kabuto. You said I'm too anxious, I can't even read. And saying he's too far to hug. Oh, so you haven't said anything new. I just missed one of the messages earlier. Huh, it's been almost 2 hours? Interesting. Hold on. Most wholesome subreddits. With stories, yeah. What are the subreddits with the most wholesome communities, except the obvious ones with wholesome in their name? Someone said the subreddit for Stardew Valley is wholesome. That's not the kind of wholesome I'm looking for, though. R made me smile, R uplifting news, humans being bros, and r/happy. Let's look at R made me smile. Okay, but this has pictures and videos. I need one with text. Oh, okay, that's wholesome. I found some text. He's like, got a result to crying, maybe to calm down. Jesus. So the wholesome thing I found was, someone included a picture of, like, I think it was someone's tweet when Twitter was still Twitter. And it says, left my backpack at a bus stop in Manhattan and a dude finds it, calls my number at Starbucks. He didn't have a phone. He found on Hamachi's vac sheet, I guess like vaccine sheet, don't know. Then waits, it said Starbucks for me. They said, goddamn, what a crazy good person. Got it back with everything, including laptop and Switch included. So this guy finds her bag, calls her from Starbucks, waits for her to meet up with him, and gives her back the bag with everything, including all her electronics still inside? Nice. It is rare to find someone that honest in this day and age. That is awesome. Because think about it, most people, if they found a backpack, I know a lot of people would say they wouldn't do this, but I know so many people who would just keep the bag. Because it's not like they stole it, like they just found it somewhere. I can't think of many people that would go out of their way to return something like that. This guy's awesome. This is definitely wholesome. It doesn't restore my faith in humanity, but that's actually really nice. Holy crap. But yeah, like, so many of these are like pictures and videos, and it's like, bro. Bro, I just want. Oh, that's nice, I guess. A train station in Japan had plans to close, but noticed a student was still using it. They decided to close only when she graduates from high school. That's so nice. Bro, you can tell they're not American. The Americans wouldn't give a fuck. They'd just tell her to find a different slash new way to get to school. They wouldn't care. I love how considerate this station was. Like, they didn't have to wait for this girl, but they did. That's awesome. But yeah, you can definitely tell they're not American. The Americans wouldn't wait. I love how the only posts with text are when they like post pictures, like screenshots from other sites. And by love, I just mean, wow, what a place. I don't actually love it. I don't want to say that I hate it, because if these weren't here, then I wouldn't have anything to read at all, but I can't say I love it either. Ah, hold on. I've got an itchy spot. Okay. Oh, I wish you could see this. Because it's a captioned picture. It says, just in case you're having a bad day, look how happy this raccoon is with his stuffed raccoon. Then they have some crying emojis, and there's two pictures of a real raccoon receiving a raccoon plushie and then hugging it. Because I know y'all can't see it, so. Yeah, how else are you supposed to know what's there unless someone describes it? It would be like if someone was blind. It's like, well, obviously you don't know what's there, so I have to tell you what's there. Oh, that was just a dog picture. The dog is sleeping. Oh, it just looks really sweet, okay? It was just so cute. Hopefully most of these blue dots are food or money. I love how Magic Cat says, ooh, I want a raccoon plushie. Well, at least it's related. It's related to what we were talking about, at least. This one's just a photo of their cat sitting in the distance. We literally don't have room on the team. I don't even know why they even ask when they know it's full. Because it's like they can't join anyway. I guess they ask in case you want to switch them out. Aww. A falcon named Ferrisburg, I guess, who lost the ability to fly and now resides in a care home in Vermont, has become a painter. So he lost his ability to fly, but apparently they just gave him like a sheet and finger paint and he just went to town. He actually looks so happy. Not that I'm super well versed on like bird expressions, but he looks like he is living his best life and I'm here for it. You go, little buddy. You go. He's just on his shit. Proud of him. Actually, hold on. Ooh, copy link address. Here. Here's the bird. And I can send you the puppy picture too. was the other thing I said I was gonna? Oh, the raccoon. The raccoon. There you go. Now you can actually stop. Now you can actually see it for yourself. Huh. I think we can just go back to the stairs. I don't see anything else. Next floor should be the last floor, correct? 26. Yes, good. Okay. Magic Cat's probably busy looking at them links. Bunch of leaves blew in during Halloween. We let our foster kittens play with them before sweeping it up. Okay, that's adorable. You want to cuddle and sleep. Don't we all, fam? I wonder what's under our happy. Oh, they have a Discord server too. Okay, interesting. So it looks like people just share things that happened lately that make them happy. I think. I don't know. It sounds like it could be wholesome. Who knows? Alright, we'll come back for them, obviously, because they're the entire reason we're here, so. Come on. You said just read whatever you like. Oh, I don't remember asking anyone what to read. Just. Aww. Okay, this is just a picture. It's like a selfie someone took with their dog. So that you can see it too. Doing chores for my next door neighbor helped her with isolation and loneliness. What, is this some little old person? Or a young person with a health condition? Let's see. For the past 7 years, I've been supporting my next door neighbor by doing odd jobs for her. She's an 84-year-old widow and a tiny woman. I think she's maybe 120 pounds and 5 foot. Oh, she is tiny. About the same size and age as my mom. Aww. I helped her with things that are heavy. I regularly mow and edge her lawn or change light bulbs because she gets scared climbing on chairs or a step stool. Which is reasonable because no one wants to end up being their personal version of an I've fallen and I can't get up commercial. Yesterday, she almost made me cry when she was talking with her sister. I'd just finished getting her gutters ready for winter and I was working on my own. They were on her back porch and she was telling her sister how much having me as a neighbor helped her, not just with chores, but also because both my wife and I stop and talk with her. She goes through bouts of incredible loneliness and isolation when she misses her husband still, but having neighbors who care makes it easier. Oh, y'all are gonna make me cry. Then OP said, damn it. Damn it, that makes me happy that I've at least made one person's life better. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, most of us are not gonna be able to, like, do something, like, huge and historical, but there's no reason we can't improve one person's life in our little corner of this hellscape. That was really nice. Just this little old lady. This person's saying they're happy they tried their hand at baking and they made an apple bundt cake, and there's just a picture of it. This actually is really wholesome. I love this. Aw, someone's happy because they started exercising and now they can see some muscle. Because I have no respect for anything, and nothing is sacred. He shall be Shark Boy. There we go. The fuck is this? That looks really weird. Oh, yeah, that is a nice painting. Halloween themed Bob's Burgers. Interesting. Wow, some of this is just simple stuff too. Like someone's saying that they ordered a single, but they got a double burger when their food actually came out. This is literally just anything that made someone's day or made them happy. I love this. You might need a break. Okay. I mean, let's see. 2 hours have passed. I thought about taking a break too, but I don't know when my husband's getting back. Because it's, well, it is Friday, so he should actually be home soon. So I guess I'll hold off taking a break because he should be back soon anyway. You know? Nothing is sacred anymore. Jesus, how many of these are there? I forgot how many people joined. Yeah, these are just, I love this. Hold on. If you if you get it, you get it. You're good. I know you're dealing with racing anxiety thoughts right now. I can't leave you said A and W gave me double burger when I ordered a single. Used a coupon for a single burger and onion rings. They were hella busy with drive-through orders, and it took maybe 20 minutes for me to get my food. I didn't mind because I was/am drunk and just chilled in the dining room area reading a book. Just got home and nuked the burger and noticed it's a double. Accident or intentional, that's a nice little surprise. I love how happy that burger apparently made them. I wish I could help you with your anxiety thoughts, but actually, I'm pretty sure there's are like, hold on. I swear, hold on. I don't know. If you go on YouTube, there's all kinds of stuff that comes up, but I haven't watched it, so I don't know if it works or like if I trust it. Like I don't want to just send you stuff blind, as in like not knowing what's in it without looking at it, without seeing it. Um, fuck. I swear there's also some kind of like post on I swear there's a post on Tumblr where they're like match your breathing to this and it's supposed to like help you calm down. But I haven't seen it in forever. I don't know how to find it. I know there's some kind of like where's I going with this? There's got to be some kind of video or something that'll help. It would probably take me hours to find something that looked promising because I wouldn't want to send you just anything. You said you're so tired of your thoughts you're not even eating snacks. Oh, rip. Why did typing out the name Sydney make me want to rewatch the Scream movies? Okay, I'm back. There's so many posts talking about how someone had so much fun trick or treating or on Halloween. Aww, this is cute. This says, my husband and I are officially foster parents. We're so happy and so excited to begin this journey to grow our family. That actually is really nice. I hope they're good people. Because people in foster care or people that get shuffled between foster homes, man, it means so much for them to actually be in like a safe, loving home with people who aren't completely fucking toxic. Um, Corey Tyrone said, got a job. I'm meeting new people and doing what I love after months of unemployment and depression. This is me trying to be happy. Then he posted a selfie of himself like smiling. He's got like glasses and a beard. You can tell that this actually did make him really happy because it's just lighting up his whole face. You know when people say someone's glowing and they usually say it when someone's pregnant? He's fucking glowing. He really is happy about that. Cool. This is finally finished all the leftovers from the free food dates I went on. It was like a week's worth of good food. Nothing makes me feel more womanly, more desirable, more valuable, and more alive than being treated. Aww. She said she'd be the happiest woman in the world to have all of her wants and needs met. My mom got her nurse practitioner degree. I'm not sure why the picture is of a quilt that has chickens on it, but that's good. You said so far the Dobby comfort seemed to work. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm just glad something is working for you, because I know that you were kind of miserable, so... Aw, this one just says, today's my birthday and I'm super happy. Turning 32 today, this year started out super difficult. I was having panic attacks and was super anxious. Very grateful and proud to end this year much better. Used to hate my birthdays, but now I love them. Please celebrate with me. And that was posted by Mysterious Ads 6547. I swear that I've seen someone else with a similar screen name. It might not have been the same person, might not have been the same name. I swear I've seen someone with Mysterious Ad before. Right? Like, I'm not cray cray, that's a thing. Like, I feel like I've seen that somewhere. You said, whoa, true, but damn. Wait, what? I don't even know what that was in response to. I'm just sitting here like, what? What is that in response to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, crap. About the miserable part. Sorry. I guess I was a little too blunt. Aww. I don't want to rain on their parade by saying something sounds bougie as fuck, but anyway, a post from Corey Tyrone says, just flew from Canada and proposed to my girlfriend of 3 years in a hot air balloon over Napa Valley. She can't stop telling every stranger she meets. That's so pure. I love that. I love that for you. Love it. Um, a part of that's a little extra, but honestly, you deserve the happiness. So, I can't even say anything. Yeah, no? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, just flew from Canada to be in a hot air balloon over Napa Valley. I'm just like, isn't Napa Valley one of those rich people places? Like, I don't even think I've properly seen a hot air balloon, and just the act of one being rented for this. I don't know. I mean, they're allowed to do whatever the hell they want for this. I was just sitting there like, hot air balloon? Napa Valley? Flying from Canada? I don't know. I was like, that's some money. Obi-Wan Cannoli says, I've been struggling a lot mentally, but every night with my girlfriend and our cat helps me immensely. No matter how hard it gets, I still have my little family and I wouldn't trade them for the world. And there's just a picture of the person snuggling with their girlfriend and cat. It's adorable. Oh, wow. I love how Magic Cat said she needs a milkshake proposal. But the oh wow was to this post. I wasn't judging you for wanting a milkshake proposal. Hopefully he doesn't put it in the milkshake because that sounds like a choking hazard. JNIC said, "Oops, I'm still alive nearly 4 years after receiving a terminal Mets melanoma diagnosis. My oncologist had given me a year to live, and I'm here to tell you to never give up, ever. I'm 29 now and enjoying every extra minute I get." Holy crap. That really is inspiring, honestly. And then there's just a picture of the person. Um, wow. I don't even know what do you say after something like that? Like, you can't really say anything, can you? Wow, I'm just blown away. Honestly, good for them. That sounds amazing. Not the being sick part, but the extra time that they didn't expect and beating the odds part. That sounds great for them, and I'm happy for them. That's what I mean. Wow. I hope they live for many, many more years than has been broadcasted as well. God, that was a hell of a thing to read. But yeah, I hope they have an amazing rest of their life. Oh, I forgot to sell those bandanas. That's what I was forgetting. Oh, hope he comes home soon because my legs are all cramped up. Thinking about calling him and just seeing if he's still at work, and if not, like if he's getting food or if I need to make something. I'm not gonna hound him about where he is and what he's doing every second of every, like that's dumb. Alright, what'd you say, Magic Cat? Listen, I don't care about fancy proposals. I'm a milkshake addict. Ah. Okay, so I did get everything out. Oh, I'm a fool. I didn't get out more orbs. You fool. Seriously though, like some of the more more advanced dungeons, more heavily guarded dungeons. I don't even know how to explain it. Some of the dungeons that are mid to high level, I guess that's the best way to explain it, will have like multiple monster houses, so I need to make sure that I am prepared. How do we have 40 of these? Whatever. Hmm. I think we're covered. You said love is love, doesn't matter if you spend much on it. I know. I know. That's what I was telling my husband before he was my husband. Albeit I understand why he wanted to reach a certain point in his life and career before we got married. But yeah, he was just like, I want to be doing more slash better than I am now before we do that. So, oh my god, the companion slash guest is a Pikachu. Just like the main character. Cousins. Sorry, being weird. I was like, it's like we're escorting our cousin. Katrina said, I went training today and I'm so happy because I love training. And it's a selfie of her, like, living her best life and tossing her hair and sticking her tongue out. Oh, hold on. Husband's calling. Hey guys, give me a second. I gotta get the door for him. So apparently the reason he took so long is because he was actually buying a car. So, which I didn't know he was doing. Because when he said that he was going to get a Jeep, I thought he meant as like a hypothetical in the future, not a I'm getting it right now. So, yeah. That's fun. Eh, at least we didn't lose any money. Because it's really old, so he got it for really cheap. I just didn't realize he was doing that today. I thought he was like, I don't even know, man, like getting food or something. Just because usually when he takes this long to come home once he's off work, it's because he's like getting food or getting groceries or getting a haircut or something, but it's not grocery day and he just got a haircut, so I knew it wasn't those. So I kind of just assumed he was bringing back like, takeout. And it's not like I'm upset. I don't care that we don't have takeout. I just, wow, was I wrong? I was super wrong. Aww. The next post says, just got married as Frog and Toad at our Hallow wedding. Aww. So they had a Halloween wedding and they got married as a frog and a toad? That's so cute. Alright, let's see what Magic Hat said. If it was up to me, I would want to spend all my money on him. Aww, you're sweet. At first I totally thought you were gonna say you would spend all your money on food, but that's not where you went with it. Secret taco? What? So, wait, what? 8472 said, having a secret taco brings me so much joy. Please go out and have a secret taco. My task was to bring back food for a few people from an amazing taco place. I had a secret taco before bringing the food home. It was very satisfying. Definitely brought me joy. Do yourself a favor and have a secret taco. Uh, why? Why did it have to be a secret though? Why can't we have truthful tacos? Why did they have to hide it? What? Why did they have to hide it? So confused. Someone said music makes me happy, especially trance, so I thought I'd share some with my favorite Redditors, and then they dropped like a playlist link. Interesting. Interesting. Might listen to it later. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm happy. So I just started opening up and talking to people at school. Turns out a lot of people I thought hated me are actually really nice. Anxiety do be like that. Playful Road 6373. I love Reddit names. They're always so fucking weird. I mean, to be fair, Tumblr names tend to be weird too, but you get what I'm saying. This says it's wild that when you decide you're worth more, the universe opens doors to make it a reality. Interesting. This says for the first time in my life I jogged 10 miles. Couldn't be more happy. Bro, that's awesome. This says my hot and tall male coworker was shocked when I told him my age. What does that have to do with anything? He said I look 19, which is way younger than I actually am. Wow, getting lots of interest and compliments from... This was definitely written by a cougar, but I'm here for it. Which never happened before. Oh, okay. Where the hell is she? It just shows her taking damage, but I don't even know where she is. Oh, she's... Why the hell is she all the way up there? The fuck? Why is she so far behind? Did she just die? Oh, no, she has a sliver. Okay, we gotta help a bitch out. I don't know what the hell she's doing and why they're not dead yet or why she's so far behind, but it's whatever. Hey, a Charmander! Okay, that looks wholesome. Yeezy, Yeezy. What's a rack? What? I don't even know. I always try to read people's screen names. I don't know what the fuck this is about. But anyway, dude said, finally got my associate's degree, 25-year-old disabled male. Doesn't sound like much, but it took me almost 5 years to get this degree. I live alone and am wheelchair bound, so I took most of my classes online. 2020, I dropped out and got into a really bad gambling addiction that I'm still fighting to this day. 57 days clean though. Finally finished my last credit. Next goal is my bachelor's if I can save up enough money for my disability checks and some side gigs. I hope I can let this be a chapter to a new life in being self-proficient. Never give up on your dreams. I literally thought my entire life was over many times. Celebrate small victories. Oh, congrats, dude. School's hard. Honestly, I was just so burned out from it. I don't want to go back. I don't want to... I don't want to go to school for anything, really. Not for anything serious. Like, if I casually took a pottery class at a community college, okay. Okay. It's not something I actually want to do, but I'm just using it as an example. But I just don't want to go back to school for anything serious. God. It's like I already had 14 years of regular education because I did pre-K, like preschool, like pre-K and kindergarten, and then the regular 1 through 12. And then I also went to university and I'm just over it. I'm just over it. I'm just like, that's almost 20 years of being in school. I'm fucking done. Um, I'm done. I can't. Especially the shit that takes forever. Like, I remember when I was really teeny tiny, because everyone considers being a doctor at least months when they're little, because all they hear about is how much, doctors make. Obviously, that's not something I want, now as an adult, but everyone talked about it when they were like 4, 5, 6. They go to school for too long. Like, I never thought about it because of all the, like, blood and gore and people dying anyway, but final straw was finding out how long they go to school. They go to school too damn long. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, that just sounded like death. Because remember, I already did 14 years of like regular schooling because I did pre-K and kindergarten. Then I went to university, and then for doctors, they gotta go to medical school, then they gotta do their residency. Like, fuck that. And if they do a specialty, there's extra schooling they do? Hell no. I'd rather die. Be in school all my goddamn life. No, thank you. I can't take it. I can't go back to school for anything. Mm-mm. They go to school for too long. I was over it. As a child, as soon as I learned how long they go to school, I was like, no, thank you. I will do literally anything else. It was just too much. And the debt? Oh my god, do you know how much debt most of them are in? Death. Total death. Not worth it. They're all tired, miserable, and in more debt than it costs to buy a house. Why would anyone want that? It's just too much. There we go. Huh, I didn't even notice them standing there. Are y'all just about done? Jesus, this is painful. Well, they did it. Okay, well, I don't see any more items, and we did actually complete the mission, so 14, 15, 17, 20, 24, 25, and 26. I kind of forgot there were like 9 of these. What's that, Magic Cat? God, I missed like 5 messages. Hold on. No, no, I read that one. Spending on him. Okay, you said looking for a gift to send to him for hopefully Christmas since I have a bank account now. Don't remind me that 5 years are up my ass. I mean, is like a basic degree, does it take 5 years in your country? Or you think you personally will take 5 years? Because as long as you get your credits on time, it takes 4 for us. So I'm just wondering. I don't know how other countries work. For all I know, it takes twice as long. I don't know. Hey, baby. Ooh, they should definitely join. Hold on. Looking for another good one. This says, I had surgery yesterday and my husband has shown me yet again what true love is. Aww. This sounds like it's gonna be sweet. Basically the title, but if you want more context, it was a minor surgery and didn't require inpatient, they misspelled that, other than observation for a few hours and then going home. He cleared his schedule the whole day for my needs, which is not all that wild, but still, he stayed home on his one day off after a very stressful and shitty week just to make sure I didn't wake up and feel lonely after we came home. Aw, he's a keeper. Aw. See, he's allowed to stay. He has rights here. He's a keeper. That's so sweet. Oh my god. My husband's the same. I mean, he literally makes sure that, like, our vaccinations are scheduled on his day off so that he can take care of me if I have a shitty reaction. It's like, bro. Bro. That made me think of that one post where they said that their girlfriend was the bro and their shitty friends were the hoes. Love that. Magic has said, I'm learning IT without my consent. I wanted to translate but ended up in information technology. I'm confused. How does that happen? Do you not pick your own classes? Just pick the classes you actually want to take. You don't have to take something just because someone else wants you to. I don't want to be mean, but Jesus Christ, grow a spine. If you don't want to take it, then don't fucking take it. I'm so confused. You're the one that's stuck in school. Why take something you don't want to take? I mean, if you're being pressured into it and you feel like you can't say no for some reason, you could just weaponize incompetence and just suck at it as much as possible. As long as you don't care about making a bad grade. I don't get it. Are you saying that in your country your grades determine what major you're allowed to take? Because that sounds fucking stupid. No offense. I mean, over here, your grades just have to be good enough to get into the school. They don't actually dictate whether or not you can take a certain major program. Unless my school was just different and everyone else is an asshole, but I've never heard of that. Never in my life have I heard of your grades dictating what degree you're allowed to get. I mean, it definitely dictates what school you get into because some colleges have higher standards than others, but my country is more focused on the future, so a lot of students got to deal with this. I just, I guess I don't understand, like, why can't you just say no and not take the class? Or just not show up? The grade gives you options, and my options were all shit. So you're saying in your country, your grade dictates what classes you can take? Or what degree you're allowed to have? Because I've never heard of that. Why would it not just dictate what school you got into? I don't understand why you can't just, like, where I'm from, you declare your major. Like, sure, some people are pressured to take or not take certain tracks based on what their family wants, but I've never heard of a school restricting what major you can have based on your grades. That sounds illegal, actually. That would be illegal here. This doesn't make sense because you said you want to do translating. You don't need legs for that. You just need ears, eyes, and a brain. I'm still confused. That doesn't make sense. Am I stupid? Is it not well explained? Like, it doesn't make sense. Also, what do you mean they gave you options? Why can't you just decide this is the career I want? Like, I don't get it. I don't think I have enough information to get it because this doesn't make sense to me. I did it to finish and find my life I want to live for once. So you're just gonna get a degree that you don't even want so that you can use it to leave the country, I guess? And then go back to school later if you want a different degree? That's the only thing I can make sense out of this, is maybe. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid, or maybe I'm tired, like I didn't take a nap today, but I don't get it. I just don't understand, why would the grades you got in your last year of school determine what career you can have? That doesn't make sense. I just, I don't get it. Maybe it just works differently because it's a different country, but it doesn't make sense to me. Like, that sounds really stupid. You said, hell no, I'm taking my degree and living my life. Fuck school. I guess you mean you're not going back for a second degree. Some people do. Some people go back for, like, master's degrees, doctorates, or sometimes they just go back for a, bachelor's degree in something they didn't get the first, second, or third time around. My autocorrect is family friendly, Magic Cat says. Yeah, it's weird how in 2023, all the major tech companies don't seem to realize that everyone says fuck. Like, why would they autocorrect fuck to duck? Genuinely. What the actual bloody buggering fucking hell? Like, it makes no sense. I love that your autocorrect's family friendly, but it's so frustrating how many, like, phones, computers, tablets, whatever, like, gaming systems I get, because there are little kids who use those, but I don't know. I mean, there are little kids that use computers and phones too, but the majority of people that use technology are not little kids, so why the fuck are we not allowed to say fuck? Like, I don't know. It's always dumb that they never actually fix that. You don't care about your degree. You don't care that you have to spend almost half of a decade studying a field that you don't even like or have an interest or talent in that will shape what job you can get afterward. I would think you would care about that a lot, actually, but I guess you do you. Because I know there are people who say that, like, your degree doesn't affect what job you can get, and to an extent it's true, but also half the time it's just completely not fucking true, because, it's not like they're gonna let you be an engineer for a company if you've never studied engineering, you know? No one wants an architect who got a degree in ballet. I'm just saying, like, it both does and doesn't matter. It just depends on what you're doing. But depending on what you actually want to do, a degree that specific is not really going to help you do that, which is why I'm like, why don't you care? What are you doing afterward? Especially if it's going to lock you in a career that you find soul-sucking and miserable and don't want to do. Like, I know for a fact if someone had forced me to do, like, a track to become a doctor, I would not be alive right now because, as I said, I'm fucking done with school, and I would hate to go to school that long. Like, genuinely, I would hate my life if I had to do that. It just would not be worth it. Because why would I spend all that time to do something I don't even want to do? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You said when you have kids, you're dipping work to take care of kids while husband works, so degree would be mid. So you're saying you don't really care what degree you get because you plan on being a housewife anyway? I guess that makes it more sense. It just feels weird for you to have to spend nearly half a decade studying something you don't even like and potentially don't even have talent in. I don't actually know if you do or not. But it just, I don't know. Something about that seems soul sucking. Like, I don't know, it just sounds so miserable. Like, it makes me think of if I had to study physics in college as like my degree for 4 years. When I know good and hell well I don't like physics or any careers to do with physics. I don't know. I don't know. It's your life. If that's the best way forward, then I guess do whatever the hell you want. I was just sitting here confused. We might have to revive them twice. Oh, they actually survived. Okay. I don't know. Like, I understand doing something for the bigger picture if you're just... Are you actually any good at it? I guess that also makes a difference too, because, like, are you actually good with IT stuff? Or is it just like, you're kind of shit at this, but they're making you do it anyway? Because I guess that makes a big difference too. Because I'm not gonna lie, I barely passed the coding class I had to take in university. Because um, the type of credit it counts for was when we needed to graduate, so I did take one coding class, and I like barely passed, y'all. I barely passed. It was so hard, and it's not like I was slacking. Like, I went to all my classes, I went to the tutoring sessions, I went to the review sessions, and I just barely passed. Like, I have no talent for coding at all. None. And I'm not a dumb person. So I'm just like, you know, some people are really, really good at it, and some people have absolutely no talent. Like, I'm sure that some people could be a quote unquote genius of hard work, like they talk about in Naruto, where you just like work really hard and do extra training and extra studying to like get to the same level. But sometimes people aren't gonna be able to see any progress or do well, no matter how much time and effort they put into it. Like sometimes you just suck at something, and that's okay. You're not meant to be good at everything. You know, some people are bad at things. Okay? Like, just because someone can sing doesn't mean they can draw or lift weights or run really fast. Like, sometimes you just suck at something. So I'm like, are you actually good? Or my anxiety would kill me leaving my kids with random people. I'd be too scared. Oh, are you gonna homeschool them then? Will your anxiety let them go to school? Then you said, I'm alright with computer. I don't care at this point. I just want my degree. Okay. As long as you're actually capable of doing it, I guess. I know I wouldn't have been able to do it. Like, I'm pants. Complete pants. At computer stuff. It's like, despite my age, I feel like I'm basically like an old person. It's like I'm not an old person, but I feel like when it comes to technology, I might as well be one. Because I just don't really know any tech stuff. Not anything actually helpful. So I'd fail and not be able to get a degree or graduate at all. So I mean, bestie, if you can do it, I guess go for it. You said it was the best option since I don't like physics. Okay, but can you can you help me understand something? If your grades weren't good enough to get you the program you want, why the fuck are they giving you all this hard shit? Like if they're basing what degree you are allowed to have on the grades you had for your last year, why are they giving you all of the options that all of the quote unquote really smart people would go to? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I still don't understand because it's like, well, they're basing this on your grades. And you said that you always call yourself not very smart, even though I tell you not to because I just think it's really mean and like bad for your self esteem and mental health. But I don't understand. Like, if your grades were that bad, quotes, then why are they giving you all these hard ass classes? This doesn't make sense. Why give you all the hard subjects? Like, that doesn't make sense. We don't think your grades are good enough to be a translator, so why don't you go into astrophysics? Like, what? Like, pardon my language, but that's retarded. That doesn't make any sense. We think you're dumb, so take the hardest class possible? That doesn't make sense. They. You said your kids are going to school. Just, I would take care of them at home. No babysitter bullshit. I mean, that's fair because there have been instances of like babysitters and nannies like abusing children, and the parents didn't know it first until they caught it on like a camera or a baby monitor. Well, I suppose the ones with cameras would know immediately, but some of them like caught stuff on a baby monitor that they were not expecting to catch, and we're like, oh, so put up cameras afterward and then caught it fully. But I mean, one option is putting up cameras and like monitors and shit in your house everywhere, but I don't know. Even though I know I'm not doing anything wrong, I feel like I'd feel super like weird and paranoid if I was constantly on camera. Like, I feel like it would make me like hyper self-conscious, hyper aware of everything. I don't know. I don't think I would like it. I mean, it's bad enough that they do that to most retail, food, health, actually any worker now that I think of it. I was gonna say retail, food, and health, but honestly, I feel like literally everywhere you go, they have people on surveillance. I guess I just didn't really think about it when I was doing fast food. Um, they kind of already have everyone on camera. But at least that's out in public. I don't know. I feel like it would fuck with me if I was constantly being surveilled, like in my own space, in my own home, because that's the place where you're supposed to feel safe and relaxed. I don't think I would like being surveilled like that when it's supposed to be chill. I don't know. But yeah, you can always put up like cameras and monitors and shit if you don't trust your nanny or sitter, I suppose. Although if you are to the point where you don't trust them that much, then I just wouldn't let them watch my kids personally, but you know, to each their own. To each their own, but also if the trust is just really not there like that. Mm. You said because I study maths about business studies in 12th grade, so I got IT, business management, and robots. So I took it instead of the rest of the options. I didn't get translation because they don't need them much anymore in my country. They have enough. Honestly, I'm still kind of confused about like why they basically gave you the it would be like having a word bank of like job titles and they're like pick from the word bank. Like, it's just so bizarre to me because why are careers and degrees decided that way? when you could just pick your own? I don't know. This sounds like some Soviet Russia shit where they would point at someone and be like, you're a doctor. You're a train conductor. Like, do people have no choice in their career? Like, I'm just really confused. You said, listen, if I'm going on a husband-wife vacation, I might drop them with mom. Okay, okay. Keep in mind my highest grades were in English, music, and history. If your highest grades were in English, music, and history, then why were you shoehorned into IT? That doesn't make sense! Why would they not put you where your strengths were if you really don't have a choice? This makes no sense. Why didn't they have you be an English teacher or some shit? Or a history teacher or a music teacher? I don't know. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand how this is arbitrarily being decided, because it doesn't even really seem like it's based on what you're saying it's based on. Like, this just doesn't make sense. Why would they not go by your highest fucking grades if they're gonna base it on your grades? Yeah, how the fuck you got these options? I don't know. It don't make no damn sense. I don't know, bestie. Like, it don't make sense. I swear to God, somebody was on crack when they were trying to figure your shit out, because this makes no sense. I'm sitting here trying to make it make sense. You said ill English teacher? You sound like you'd rather die than teach English. I mean, is it relatable? Yes, but it's also hilarious. Excuse me, I had to cough. Nice, we got the sun and the moon. Oh. Oh, we're gonna have to let Lunatone go. Rip. I'm guessing you would literally rather choke on a rusty spoon than be an English teacher. You know English, but you don't know how to explain it to other people. To be fair, depending on what level you're teaching, you don't actually have to explain the grammar. Just saying. I feel like most preschoolers and kindergartners aren't going to understand what the fuck you mean when you start talking about coordinating conjunctions. Just saying. Just being honest. Teaching, like, middle school to college level, they're gonna need a hell of a lot more background and like grammar and different things, but little kids, they're just fine with heads, shoulders, knees, and toes translated into English. Well, I suppose it was originally written in English, but you know what I mean. Retranslated into English? Hmm. Then again, I don't even know if you like kids. It might be your own personal hell to teach English to kindergartners. I didn't get a teacher because I'm disabled, according to my 12th grade instructor, since it requires a lot of work and sometimes classes are up. That doesn't make sense, and that would be highly illegal here in America because they're not allowed to discriminate based on whether or not you're disabled, so long as a reasonable accommodation can be made. And I don't understand why you would need legs to teach anyone. I would understand why you would need to, for instance, be able to talk or hear to teach English. But you don't need to see to teach English. Like, you could totally be blind. You don't need to walk to teach English. You can literally teach sitting down. I have known completely abled teachers that taught their class sitting down. So that makes no fucking sense. You told mom if you're teaching kids don't want to deal with asshole teens who smoke. Well, this is what I'm saying. I feel like based on you not being able to explain things to people, that it probably would be best if you taught, excuse me, a younger audience, younger pupils. Just because little kids are learning shit like, this is my knee, this is my nose. They're not learning like college level literature, English literature from the 13th century that they have to compare the grammar or some shit, some stupid shit, or whatever people do. You know? Like, I feel like the stuff with little kids is just so much simpler. We have no room for anyone else, Rip. Exactly, teaching kids colors. When they're that little, they're learning their colors, and everything's new to them, so they're probably learning it in their language too. They're learning their colors, they're learning, like, I don't even know, parts of the body, like the head, shoulders, knees, and toe song. They're learning, like, basic animals, like cats and dogs and birds. They're learning numbers and counting. Not necessarily math yet, but numbers and counting. Yeah, exactly. I feel like teaching them would be, in a way, easier. Ah, you went to cookout. Yes. I thought you were going out for a run, but you went to get food. Traitor. I don't know if you should spoil them with candy, though. They're gonna be all hyper, and their baby teeth are gonna fall out black if you give them too much. So, story time, but one of my cousins, was kind of, how I explain? Apparently she wasn't taking good enough care of her son's teeth when he was little, slash she was giving him stuff that was way too sugary to drink, and his baby teeth actually turned black. So, that's fun. I mean, at least it wasn't his permanent teeth, but Jesus. And she's not poor. She's actually one of the people in the family that's actually really well off. I think she technically counts as rich, but yeah, she just kept giving him the what I don't even know what the juice was. She just kept giving him like juice and stuff. Juice and soft drinks. And his teeth just it was terrible. You said rewards for answering. I guess as long as they're brushing their teeth. I know some teachers give like what's the word? Stickers. They give stickers to their kids for like being good or answering questions correctly or being quiet when they want people to be quiet and different things like that. You said, I know the way since I also need entertainment to keep my attention. I guess another alternative that would spare their teeth is if you gave them tiny little toys. I feel like that would be a that seems like a bigger reward for something bigger, like being good for a week straight, or doing their homework for a week straight, or if you really want, I guess you could extend it to like a month or a semester or whatever, but I don't know, like I feel like you could make it really fun. I do know that it certainly feels less worth it to be a teacher in um the United States because teachers are just not treated well or paid well. Um, they don't get very good benefits. They're not compensated for the extra supplies. They don't have any kind of fund for school supplies. Um, any extra like time or effort, not compensated for that. Um, it's just kind of shit being a teacher here. And it really is like an America problem because there are countries where teachers make more than doctors. So it just doesn't make sense that so many of our teachers have to live in fucking poverty, basically. Like, it's just not worth it here. You said, okay, so you said in your country the pay is decent for teaching, I would assume. Um, but yeah, it's just not worth it here. It really isn't. I thought about it at one point in my life, but it's just really not worth it. I mean, if you go into like daycare or like private or charter, it could be better than like regular normal school that's kindergarten up, but you just really even the like daycare minders are not paid as much as they should be paid for their labor, their time, their effort. I don't know what it is, but for some reason people just don't make what they should in teaching and childcare unless they're like a nanny being paid by a rich family. And even then it varies because there are some families that want to pay you less than minimum wage and that's just not okay. Like you can make kind of decent as a nanny depending on where you are. Like a nanny in New York I think is making something like 20 an hour, 21 an hour, I think. The last time I checked. Because I was curious, okay. I was like, how much do these people make? Otherwise, any other child related thing, unless it's being a pediatrician, it just doesn't pay what it should. You know? You said, and while teaching them colors, I can just make them do coloring books while they learn instead of doing it the boring way. I mean, yeah, there's definitely, for some reason, kids really like silly songs and dances. And yeah, I'm sure if you did teach it that way, or with music, or hell, using little sock puppets, they'd take it better than just sitting there and being lectured at. I don't think anyone really learns from lectures, to be honest. I don't know. You said even I like stupid things. That's funny. But yeah, if there's music or games or something colorful involved, the kids love it. No, I know. You told me you were 20 something. I never remember your name. I feel like I've both aged you up and down because I'm just like I'm kind of bad at this. Fuck, the next one's on floor 20? I'm gonna have to cut this off soon. Thankfully, we're just gonna eat leftovers tonight. Lasagna. But I do need to, like, rinse off the salad. Because we're having salad with it. Yeah, we're those people. We're having salad with it. You said maybe not a bad idea to be a teacher. For you? No. This is what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't matter what you pick as long as it is either fulfilling for you or is not going to make you so miserable you wish you were dead. You said your name is all over the place on Discord? What do you mean? Where the hell is my... Oh. I honestly didn't even realize my phone was in my pocket. I thought I left it in the kitchen, actually. So, that's fun. That's good to know. But yeah. I need to... We're gonna heat up lasagna. I'm gonna rinse off the salad. I'm gonna rinse off carrots, too. Yes, we just have whole raw carrots. Yeah, we're those people. I think it's funnier because neither one of us is white. Like, it probably makes us sound super white, but neither one of us is white, which is, it makes it kind of funnier. It's like, yes, we're just gonna eat these whole raw carrots. I actually kind of like the taste of carrot, though, so, like, it's not like it's a bad thing. You said you already made a map for the future. How don't you remember? I don't know. I swear I'd be inventing numbers sometimes. Was operators? Just take too long. Hold on. Y'all are getting on my nerves. If you are too weak, get out of the way. This is not fucking rocket science, y'all. I don't know why they kept staying in front of me when I was obviously trying to go there. Planning to walk your mom's path? Hopefully it doesn't include marrying some stupid guy who doesn't respect or appreciate you. I mean, through the screen, your boyfriend seems alright, but we've never actually met, so I don't actually know if he's, like, secretly a douche or not. What'd you say? I like eating all around the carrot to expose the tiny carrot stick in the middle. What? What are you talking about? The tiny carrot stick? we got we got a pack of like assorted carrots. I think the pack actually says something like rainbow carrot bag or some shit like that. But basically, instead of just having like one color of carrots, because you know, most of the time when people say carrot, you think orange, at least depending on where you live. But there's like red slash purple carrots and white carrots, and there's actually and yellow ones. Um, so yeah, so ours has like a reddish purple type of carrot, a yellowy white type of carrot, and then the regular orange ones. And all of the orange ones are big as fuck. Hold on. You never did that? No, I don't even know what you're talking about. Nah, I just straight up crunched on that fucker. Like I just bit down and ate it like Bugs Bunny. I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Nope. No, you ever seen Bugs Bunny or he's just munching on it, like just straight up biting through it, just biting the whole thing from the end and eating towards the like stem? That's how I eat it. Just totally, what's up, Doc? Just crunching away like fucking Bugs Bunny. You said I let my intrusive thoughts win as a kid and ate all around the carrot just to see the inside. I kind of love that, but I also kind of hate it. Now that you said it, I'm curious, but I also don't think I can actually make myself eat it that way. Like, I just feel like it would take too damn long, so I wouldn't want to do it. 24, 25, 26. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna cut it off here. Sorry, y'all. Ideally, I'd finish, but it's taking too damn long, and I'm hungry. So, I'm gonna cut it off here. There we go. Alright. See you tomorrow, though. Where's... Oh, that's where it is. Bye, Magic Cat.
Bye, weirdo.
Bye, Itachi. Bye. Wait, what? Huh. Okay. Well, maybe I'll try then. See you later, though. I don't know why I'm waving. You can't see me.